Hi everyone, or actually anyone who might watch this video, you never know, stranger things have happened. This is FarmCat GR, and welcome to Oak Hill by Lancyboi. This is my first ever farming simulator, or actually any game, let's play video. I really enjoy farming simulator, I enjoy playing it. I enjoy watching other content creators play it, so I thought, why shouldn't I try and make a few videos so maybe there will be someone weird enough who will want to watch my Let's Plays. So, as I said, we are in Oak Hill by Lancyboi. It's a great map, been released on the modhub for some time now, but I really wanted to try out my first Let's Play here. It's a start from scratch. We are in this part of the map and we own these three areas. One of them is where our house is located, and two fields, one of which isn't really a field. I would say it's our front yard mostly. Yeah, I don't know whether this will be really usable, but anyway, and includes the sheep area. And yeah, actually, this is one of the nicest sheep areas I've ever seen on a map. Because I like the stone wall, I like the size, and I like this shed here. I want to make use of this shed to store the bales that I will create to feed my sheep. Of course, yeah, the Let's Play actually revolves around a test. We're going to see whether in seasons, especially with MaizePlus, which makes feeding animals more complicated, whether sheep can really be significantly profitable. Of course, the more, let's say, eagle-eyed among you might have noticed that we don't have any sheep yet. That's for two reasons. First of all, I want to create the bales that I'll use to feed the sheep myself. And second of all, since every penny counts, I want to buy them when their price is lowest. So, Suffolk's Merinos, anyway, the price fluctuation is the same for all the different breeds. They're cheapest here around early autumn, since we're playing with 6-day seasons. So yeah, so this is, let's say, the lower part of the farm. And then we have another part higher up the slope where we have this lovely area with sheds and stuff. We're going to actually, I love the fact that there's plenty of space here which we can use to add some things of our own, because that's the problem in most maps. As lovely as they are, there usually isn't any suitable space for placeables for you to add the stuff that you yourself would like to have. So I'm thinking maybe we'll be able to add a silo in the future, and a potato washer and sorter, of course, to make some more money from potatoes, because that's the plan. Originally we're going to grow root crops and the clover that we're going to use to feed our sheep. Now I'm only using this shed here to store our equipment. I bought some, well, low-cost stuff because this is start from scratch. We started with 500,000 and we only have 10,000 left here after buying all of this. Cheap square baler because of the slopes. I don't want to be chasing round bales around. Cultivator, actually, it looks more like a disc harrow as far as I can judge. Basically, I don't know anything about real farming. I've learned most of what I know from farming simulators, so yeah, if anyone watches this, feel free to correct me in whatever stupid thing I might say. Now this, our main workhorse tractor, is a lovely mod to stare. We'll do most of the heavy work around here. And as you have noticed, I also have the MB track, which will do lighter work and front loader work as well, to move stuff around, wool pallets at some point, hopefully. I've bought all the equipment, of course, apart from this thing, the Xeria Scout, which I'm going to use to scan the fields, of course, because I'm playing with precision farming. For me, the game is too arcadey without precision farming on. But this is obviously a matter of taste. We also have these two fields up here. So I guess the plan, because I'm obsessive compulsive, I always start out with the plan, both because that's how I am and because I try to do a bit of an RP and get myself in the farmer's place. So the plan is to cultivate some carrots and some clover for the sheep, and something else that we're going to sow to turn a profit, because as I said, only 10,000 left, and it won't be enough. So let's get to work. Hey again, everyone. What's happening here is that we have set the big stair on courseplay, subsoiling this field, and also seeding some clover, which is it's the best kind of food for sheep in my opinion, because as you can see here, which one is our farm? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. As you can see here, you can cover all of the first three food demands they have with clover. Clover silage, clover hay, and raw clover. Of course, I guess they're able to eat the grass from the actual field, but maybe for the winter time when there's no grass, the clover, raw clover will do as a replacement. So because I am really a fan of multitasking, and while the stair is doing this, I'm scanning the fields. Well, this will do, I guess. We already know, of course, that it's silty clay. All of our all of the lands we own, are 100% silty clay, but we're still scanning them because we want to get to the other fields without going through the hedge, of course, because I try to play kind of realistically. Not the best soil type, of course, but it will do. I think it will be fine, especially as long as we're seeding high-yielding crops like, clover or carrots or potatoes. We'll see. I'll also try to come up with a reasonable rotation of crops. Now that I'm here, I'm starting to get worried that now that I'm here and having the chance to examine these fields I bought from the ground instead of using the landscaping tool to get an aerial view, as I usually do, to get quick glance of things. It's very, very hilly. I mean, probably more so than the Erlenbrand map. And I'm a bit worried. I mean, okay, I made sure to get the stair with 180 horsepower because I knew that I would was going to need some serious oomph on these hills, but look at this slope. I mean, look at this slope. Will I be able to harvest anything? Will a combine be able to climb here or... Well, anyway, I guess I'll get these fields now. And I don't want to change my plans, so we'll have to wait and see. So, we borrowed a lime spreader, cheapest one I could find. Oh, and that's the problem with these slopes. Know how to do this. How will I do this? I'll do this horizontally, I guess. So, borrowed this, filled it with fertilizer, and with lime, I'm sorry, and liming my fields. I guess it would have been more practical and more realistic, basically, to do it before actually seeding this field, but oh, we're going to have fun with these slopes, aren't we? Well, anyway, whoops. Turn it on. I'll catch you guys later. So we are on our second load of lime and our third field. It's going rather well, I'd say, apart from the fact that these slopes will really make our life difficult. In the meantime, I've also taken a look at the crop rotation based on what was planted on these fields before. You can see, for example, from the textures that this field had potatoes on it right before, and the other one corn, and also grains before that. So based on this kind of information, in order to get maximum yield from what we are going to seed, I kind of decided that we'll plant soybeans in this field and use them as a cash crop, because after buying the second load of lime, we are at 855 pounds left. And we're going to seed carrots on that field up there, and we're going to have real fun harvesting those, won't we? Anyway, that's the plan. So we've returned the lime spreader, and I've borrowed this plow because I noticed something while liming those fields. And what I've noticed is that we seem to have a bonus field in this area, which is not a field, actually. Is ours. It's part of our land. It's part of this. So I'm thinking that since we already have this, might as well, apart from mowing the grass, I could turn it into an actual field and maybe plant some clover there. We have even more clover for the sheep. At least that's the plan. So, okay, let's get further from the path. Fields, and here we go. So, I like to multitask usually. so what I did, since I have two tractors, how did I get myself in here? Since I have two tractors, is I put a helper on the starter to cultivate that field over there. You can see him working. And I took the MB track, which has enough horsepower to use that plow which I borrowed. I bought a small front weight for it, and I'm going to use that one to plow up this auxiliary clover field. Of course, since plowing, especially with such a small plow, whoops, long end of the plow, is not my, you can see I'm no expert in things farming, and usually at least I know which is the correct side of the implements. Sometimes I can get carried away, so plowing is not my favorite job, so I will try use courseplay for this. Of course, how will I use courseplay since this is not an actual field? There's a trick that I've learned from watching YouTube videos, and I do calculate fields, yep, and then I'll give it a name to this thing. What's the highest? 106, 108, 121, I guess. Yeah, doesn't go below. So we can make this field 122. Yep. And we can generate a course for this field. I think the plow is 2 meters and no more than that. Let's do 3 headlands. Let's do some turning, more overlap. Really? Is there a... this looks better. Let's try it out. It is perilously close to the field. Let's up the speed limits a bit. And what else? Oh, the offset. What's the offset of this thing? It doesn't have an offset? I guess it doesn't. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Allow create fields is still... Is it still? No. No, now we turn it on, so let's see how this goes. What the? Was this already marked as a field? I don't really... Oh, it was! Oh, I'm very, very stupid. Oh my god. Okay. So... there was no need to plow it up. And there's no need to plow it in general, because I don't think that clover will need plowing, but money down the drain. And so much for my smart courseplay hacks. Well, I won't edit this though. I want to keep my my videos natural, including all the fails that I do. So yeah, I'll leave these two. Huh. It was smaller. I've expanded a bit over here. Nothing wrong with that. So I'll leave these two guys working, and I'll get back to you later when we're ready to do some to seed our carrots on that field higher up. So it's the second day of half of March, because I've tweaked the names of the seasons. That's something that I learned from Rainbow Dave's screens. Because we run out of time previous day to do everything, and I'm using the GPS on this tire because otherwise there's no way I can drive straight, to seed this field with carrots while I've got the helper in the MB track, and you can see him down there in the slope below, seeding clover in this new field. Right, so we will also put in fertilizer for our carrots, and since both soybeans and clover are legumes and they do not need any additional fertilizer, precision farming one, this means that that's all of our fertilizer needs covered. We won't need any kind of spreader or sprayer, although we'll surely need to borrow a sprayer at some point later for the to put some herbicide and get rid of the weeds, because, you know, as I said, when you have silty clay, which is the third best, which is my attempt at in-cab driving, which again I'm not really good at, but with GPS it's possible. So as I said, since yeah, all of our fields have silty clay, which is the third best, or second worst if you want to take it that way, soil type. We want to take every possible measure to increase our yield, and that includes, of course, spraying for weeds. Not on the clover, though. I don't believe that I don't think it makes a difference for the clover. By the way, this is an awesome mod. It's the first time I'm using this tractor, and wait, with this from in-cab and with this slope here, I'm getting dizzy. That's strange. Hope you aren't. But yeah, anyway, first time I'm using this tractor mod, and it's awesome. The amount of detail on it, it's amazing. If you switch on the lights, well, maybe you cannot see it now in daytime, but if you switch on the beacons at least, you can see the light on the dashboard flashing, telling you that the beacons are on. And it has this thingy here for its GPS. And by the way, it's an addition. It's the GPS. If you have the guidance steering mod by Hipster and you allow a GPS for this tractor, then this round thing, custom round thing, appears on top of the cap, so it must be how the real GPS thingy for the tires at this time looks. So, great mod. Can't remember who is it by, but I'm happy to be using it. Okay, seating is proceeding nicely down there. I'm not doing any headlamps, mostly because I'm bored, and because I think that this field has enough space around it that I don't really need them. Would a real farmer do any headlands if the field had enough space around it to do the seeding like this? Planting? No idea. If anyone with any knowledge of farming ever viewed this video, then I really would like to read your comments about all this stuff. Now, oops, here I'm not sure. Almost. That's what we do. By the way, I suppose that if anyone is watching this video, then they must already be fans of some of the more popular content creators here on. Why? Oh dear, why is it doing this? Is it because of the slope? Take it more slowly. I don't understand though. This is a medium-sized tractor. It should be more than capable to. But it's slipping. Why is it slipping? Let me try something. Let me try. Engage the diff locks. Disengage. Engage actually. Using this. Which mod is it? Enhanced vehicle mod, and see if that makes any kind of difference. Preventing wheel slippage. Seems to be making some difference. I really don't know whether it's because of the differential lock or because of the direction we're going in. Would that make sense? We'll see. Anyway, what I was saying is that if anyone is watching this, then I suppose that's because YouTube recommended it, because you're already following much more seasoned content creators. But if, like I said, you know, some strange coincidence you aren't, then I would definitely recommend some of my favorite content creators, people who are much better than I try from the other side, who are much better than I am at this. People like Virtual Farmer. I love his videos and his streams on Twitch, like Mr. Sidney P. There are a few others as well, actually. I'll try to list them in the video description, because if by any chance you don't already follow their work, then you should. They're much better at this than I am, and they were, in a way, my inspiration for doing this. And also, I should point out that the whole idea is that if I ever make any money out of this thing, the YouTube videos, it will go towards my existing work in feeding and neutering the many stray cats we unfortunately have everywhere here in Greece. Already adopted 5 of them, but there are so many others out there. Actually already using a considerable chunk of my salary to feed them and take one to the vet for neutering every month or couple of months. But I'm hoping that maybe at some point I can make some small amount of money from content creation, and I can use that towards that goal. If that happens, of course, I guess I'll make a Facebook page and I'll upload the receipts and everything to see that, so that people can see that this is legit. It's not a scheme. So anyway, if you like cats and you like farm sim, then please like this video and again, only for that side. Please then like this video and subscribe to this channel, because I intend to record, edit. This will be fun because I've never done any editing before, and upload a few videos. And if they have even a few views and positive comments, then I'll consider continuing this, because I really have fun playing the game and watching other people's videos. So, my helper has finished seeding the clover down there, so I'll finish with these. I'll finish the episode here, and I'll see you next time when we'll maybe our clover will be ready to mow. So, oops, wrong button. So until next time, regards from FarmCat GR.